So today, to talk about VAT management in Tally, and how, as a business or an accountant, how you're able to, use the feature in Tally to help you manage your business better. So without further ado, I'll just request my colleague Rita to take it up.
We'll be able to see how Tally is built to help manage VAT. So I'll just go directly to Tally Prime and show you a simple demo of it. Okay, so once you open our Tally Prime system, this is how it looks like. This is the home page. It's subdivided into 4 major divisions. We have the masters. This is for creation of maybe your stock items, creation of your ledger accounts. And then we have transaction. This is where you book your daily activities, transaction entries, everything of the day, you book them here. And then we have utility. If you have banking activities, like you are issuing and receiving checks, you want to do bank reconciliation, you are able to do it here under utilities. And then we have reports, the financial reports, the stock report. These are real-time reports, so they occur once you do your daily transactions. So I'll show you a certain ledger accounts that I have created, from assets to liabilities. So once you've created your ledger accounts, this is how your display will look like. You can be able to create your bank account. You can be able to create other ways of maintaining your cash, M-Pesa, all ways of doing transaction. And then you can create your, if you have your credit customers, you can be able to create them in TallyPram. And then we have also the suppliers. If you want to create them in Tally, you can be able to create them, your expenses, and all your other income. So for example, you want to create an account of your credit customer. There's a page. I just open a pre-created page. So you'll be able to provide the name of your customer, and then you choose under the group of sundry debtors. You can be able to maintain the bill, provide credit period, and then if you have specific credit limit you've given your credit customer, you can be able to capture it, then give all the important addresses of your customers and provide PIN if they have a PIN, and then you just save your details. Same to suppliers. If you want to create the account, the same way, you can be able to create from this page. You provide the name. The difference from customers is that they'll fall under the group sundry creditors. Also here, you can be able to provide a credit period, credit limit, all the mailing details, and PIN number if they have, and then you just save your information. Also, I'll show you a display of how my stocks looks like. So once you've created your stocks in Tally, you'll have the major groups in bold, and then the ones in italic are the independent stock items. So you'll have just a display of how your items looks like. So now, today being, we are going to see how VAT is efficient in Tally Prime. First of all, if maybe you have products that are 100% or like 90% are VATable, first of all, you have to set your VAT detail in Tally. You have to enable it and then set the tax rate. And then we have more details, whether you have to specify the taxable and the type of goods, and then you save. So maybe we can be having some items that are VATable like 90%, and some items like 20% are not VATable. So this will automatically pick the items that are vatable. But for some items, for example, some items are zero rated or tax exempt. So how do we handle them in Tally? So for example, for an item like medicine that is tax exempt, while creating it, you'll provide the name and then the group where it belongs to. And then under statutory details, we have to enable here to yes. And then provide the rate. If it is 0, you can just say 0%. And then the tax type to be exempt. And you save your item. Also, some items are 0 rated completely. So in their creation also, you provide the name, the group, and under statutory details, you set to yes, so that you can be able to provide the tax rate and choose the tax type, and then you save. So once you're doing your transaction, Tally already will tell you this item is, even if you add VAT to it, it will not calculate at all. Now for the general item that are VAT, you don't have to set anything under their statutory details. Okay. So now we go directly to the transaction part. Under voucher, I'll do a sale. So this is the sales invoice number. Then the part is the customer you want to sell to. You can select your customer, select sales account, and then the name of item you want to sell. So for example, I want to sell item number 6. I'll just come and choose item number 6. And then put the quantity, the rate. And then if there's any other item you want to add, from this option, you just add. Let's say it's like product 4 you want to add. We just add, select the quantity. And now you have to enter further to put VAT. So once you put VAT, it will automatically calculate the VAT. Now I'll go forward and save this entry. So when I'm saving, you are noticing something here, fetching data from API, and it has said updated successful. This means that we have integrated Tally with the TIMS, so it's easy for you to generate your invoice with, you see here, signly successful, and the invoice number has been automatically generated. So if we preview our invoice, you'll be able to see here already the CO serial number has been provided. So we have done a direct integration with the TIMS. Okay, and now if you come to we have the TIMS report, you'll be able to see all your sales report. It will automatically tell you that it has successfully been signed. So you will notice here, we have the date, the party, the voucher type, invoice number, transaction amount, TIMS amount, and difference amount. So you will notice some items are blank here. So these items are those items that might be 0 rated or exempt. If we go inside this report, you'll notice it was rice. And for that case, rice was 0 rated. Also, if we try opening another one, you'll see medicine also, there was no VAT element in it. So automatically it will not be captured. So that is how easy integration with TAL can happen. Okay, so now I'll just take you to the VAT report. So under display more reports, we have the accounting reports and the statutory reports. Under statutory report here, we have the VAT report. So when I open VAT, Form 3, because all we had some items which had the VAT element and exempt and zero rated. So the report will just generate everything automatically. You don't have to put this manually. So I'll expand this report. Sorry. So that you can be able to see all the elements. So for example, under sales here, we have the local sales, we have the taxable, we have the taxable 16%, and under exempt, we have the sales exempt and zero rated sales. And also under purchases, we have purchases at, so with the Tally Prime, you can be able to capture all types of VAT percentage. So for example, the item fuel, when we are booking fuel, the VAT amount is 8%. So we are able to capture it under Tally. Also, we have the purchase exempt and purchase zero rated. So once your VAT report is automatically calculated, you can be able to choose the period which you want to do your return. It can be a month, a year. So you just click period and put your period and save. So also now the VAT report will generate all the total vouchers you have put for that certain type. So it will tell you all the vouchers that have a VAT element in them. For example, included in return. For example, if you do a purchase that is vatable, it will be included here. We do a sale, we do a credit note, we do a debit note, it will be included here. And then we have not relevant for this return. These are items that do not have a VAT element in them. For example, when you do a payment or a receipt, we don't book VAT. So the vouchers will be included here. And then we have uncertain transactions. So Tally is able to guide you. Wherever you have made a mistake, it will directly take you to that mistake. You can be able to create it, and then you upload your VAT return. So I'll go inside and see what errors it is showing me. So information required for generating annexures not provided. So I'll go inside to see what is missing. So for serial number 1, under the voucher date, 1st of May, particular supplier 1, it's telling me the type of exception here, that the supplier stroke original invoice number and invoice date, there's an error in it. So I'll just go inside and see. So supplier is missing, that entry is missing the original invoice number. So I can be able to put the invoice number if I remember it. And then it's telling me also there was no invoice date. So as the entry was done on 1st May, I can be able to provide the date also as 1st May and then save. So once you save, Tally will automatically remove that error. And then the other error is telling me there is invalid PIN for customer number 8. So I'll go inside and provide PIN. So suppose customer 8 does not have a PIN, maybe is not registered. I can just I can either provide the PIN if they have it, or I can just go directly to the customer 8 ledger and choose what is wrong with the ledger. So in customer 8 ledger and tax registration details, I just say yes and be able to say maybe customer 8 is unregistered and save. So when I go back to the VAT report, let's see if there's any error coming. You'll notice the error has disappeared. So it's either you provide the correct PIN or say if they are registered or not, and you'll not have the errors. So now, after everything you've checked, all entries are correct, all no any other mistake, you can be able to now export this report to your KRA sheet. So I'll just go to export, e-return, and then it's Excel. And then I'll choose the location where my file is saved. I'll go to D and a VAT folder. It's where my VAT return is saved. And then I'll give the proper name of it, the file name. I'll just copy the name. And provide it here. And then the type of return is original. And then I'll allow to show the number of rows that I'm supposed to add in that sheet. So it will tell me in B, generated sales section B, I have to add 10 rows. And also F, generated purchases, I'm supposed to add 3 rows. So I'll just save this and go and open the sheet where it's located and save and add the arrows. So I'll open the sheet. It's just an easy process. It won't take much of your time. Okay, so the sheet is open. I'll enable editing. Okay, so I'll just go to cells. Under cells, we are supposed to add 10 rows. I'll add 10 and save. Then we go to purchases. You're supposed to add 3 rows. I'll add. And then after that, now I save this file. And then I close it. Because once you are exporting, it has to be closed. So now I'll come back to Tally and say send. Yeah, here is the Excel sheet. So just click it and say okay. And now it will just export directly. It's updating the rows in the Excel sheet. Okay, now it's done. You say just yes, replace with the one which was blank at first. So it will open automatically and you'll be able to see all the values exported directly from Tally to the Excel sheet. We'll be able to cross-check all the values if our work was. Okay, so here is our KRA sheet. We'll cross-check the values and see. Yeah, the first is the basic information for our company. So it will just take our PIN and the return period. And then we'll go to sales. We see the values. So this is the total value here as 391. So I'll go to Tally and see if it's correct. So all the total sales. So here you see it has taken 14,000, meaning those which did not have PIN just will be treated as a cash sale. And then we have let's go to other sales and see. What was this? 110 value. These are sales exempt. We have a total of 16,000. So from our Excel report, we have 16,000 for sales exempt. And then we have zero rated. We have zero rated purchase. Other purchase 8%, we had a value of 1,000 and tax amount of 80. You'll be able to see it here. And then we have zero rated purchases. We have 112. Okay, zero rated purchases, we have 112. And then we have purchases exempt, we have 30,000. Purchase exempt here, we have 30,000. If you have any withholding amount, it will have appeared here. So we tell you are able to capture your withholding amount. And then the tax amount, we had for sales, we had 64,800. So here it was 64,800. And then we have the purchases, we have 27,840. 27,840 plus the 80, it gives us 27,920. And then we have the VAT payable. The VAT payable, what we are supposed to pay to KRA is 36,880. So also here it's 36,880. So once you are sure your values are matching, if there's any error, you can just go and do the return again and cross-check all the value. If they're matching, then now you can validate your sheet and export this to your KRA portal. Okay, so Tally is not only limited to VAT, but we have the security features. You are able to track accounts of all your activities and the accounts of your employees. We have the edit log feature here. It will show all the activities that have been done by every Tally user. If any changes have been made, any deletion, alteration of vouchers, it will be able to show. Also, you can be able to back up your data. Maybe once your machine has crashed or you have lost your data, you have it somewhere, you can be able to restore it and continue working. Also, we have the go-to feature. It will just directly to allow you to search any report you want to view in Tally. Let's say you want to view a trial balance, you just type it and it will just take you there. Also, with one license, you can be able to maintain as many companies as possible. As you can see here, I have around 7 companies. So with Tally, you can be able to create as many companies as possible. So that was it for today, and thank you for your time.